for the Aggies, trying to get them off on the right foot and to break the 8-game losing streak that they are currently under. And overall in the conference, they are 1-10-2 as they press up the field, and that ball's played right into the feet of Leitner. Leitner leaves it off, finds Kaiser. Kaiser's ball is taken away. Seattle U now with possession of the ball in the middle of the field. Good tackle from Gillings. New Mexico State coming at the top of the 18 as that ball is going to be picked up. A good job in the backfield from Madison Wagaspak, who is the freshman from Round Rock, Texas, and has been one of the most stable goalkeepers in the WAC conference this season. She currently is 4th in the WAC with 56 saves, as well as 5th in the WAC with saves percentage at 74%. 5th as well in goals against at 20. Golzinski with the ball, plays it through to the middle of the field. A good connection to Gillings. Ball plays out to the near side. It'll be a throw-in for Seattle U. Ray with the ball up the field on the near side. She looks for the cross, comes in, and it's going to be cleared away off the defensive line for the Aggies. A great job from them. Continuing to press is Seattle U. The ball's played back into the backfield. Good find to Manthai. She opens up. Ball's played back in. Ovenel. She looks up, surveys the land, brings the ball to the near side. A good find in Vogel. Vogel continuing to press, but even better pressure on the inside from Martinez for the Aggies. A good find in the middle of the field to Gillings. Gillings loses the ball, though, and the Aggies on the attack. Good defensive stop on the near side from Bowler. Bowler taking the ball down, the senior from Honolulu, Hawaii, leaving it off now for Crosby. Crosby at the top of the 18, leaves the ball back. Good find back to Bowler. Bowler takes space. She rips a shot, and it goes wide of the near post. And a good job there from Bowler to recognize the space that she had and to just take the shot. If you can't see any other players that are going to come out for that ball, she does a nice job making that space for herself and putting it through. Dimitri Fong, the goalkeeper for Albuquerque, New Mexico, raises her hand up and kicks the ball just into the middle of the field. A good step from Seattle U, but nobody there to be able to get on the end of the ball, and it'll be right back into the hands of Fong. Fong this season playing over 1,100 minutes for the Aggies. Pitt kicks the ball up into the middle of the field. Good header off the back line from Ovenel. Seattle U now pressing, a good turn inside from Manthai. Manthai trying to find space. Leaves it, crosses it, no one there to collect it. All alone at the end of the box is the Seattle U offense, but nobody able to get on the end of it. A great save from Dimitri Fong. Fong able to recognize the cross that comes inside of that box. Able to get her hands down on it, collapse dive, carry it safely. That'll be the first shot of the game for Seattle U. Good ball played out wide to Maddie Franklin. Franklin looks inside, a good connection to Shea O'Connor. O'Connor, the transfer from Oregon State, coming back home, trying to see what it looks like in the Pacific Northwest from an Aggies point of view. Kicks the ball up and tries to connect it to Martinez. Martinez not able to clear it, but Seattle U will take the ball instead. Seattle U with high pressure trying to get possession of the ball. They have not been able to get the quite of possession that they like to play, that tight midfield, as the Aggies continue to press up the far side. A good find from Emma Smith, but Smith's ball is cleared off the back line, and a strong showing for Gina Leet, the sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, has an assist on the season from the defensive end, and she's going to continue to try to contain that ball to the end line. Seattle U still with it on the far side. Ray leaving that ball off for Crosby as Crosby kicks it all the way up to Manthai. Manthai's got a one-on-one on the far side. She uses her body and muscles her way through to the middle to keep possession. She turns and rips a shot, and it's going to be saved. Another one for Dimitri Fong for the second shot of the night. And again, what I liked what Manthai did there was she was able to turn her body around, see if there was anybody there, but just used her pure athleticism to bring that ball down and just rip a shot. Madison Wagaspak calls off her defense, will throw the ball out, but is immediately met with pressure. Wagaspak forced to clear the ball off the back line, and Seattle U with possession of the ball as the ball is brought back down to the ground. Rothering. Cleared up. Seattle U now in the attacking third. Ball's played out. A good find to Bowler. Bowler makes space. She's met on a one-on-one with Barton, and Barton does a great job. The senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, who started in all 18 matches, able to contain the Seattle U offense to the end line as they continue to press themselves inwards. But Burton, again, doing a nice job containing herself, moving outside, and forcing the goal kick. A good header inside the midfield. Seattle U still on the attack. Manthai with the ball. She's got a one-on-one situation. She brings the ball around Fong, but is not able to get control of it. Just a little too fast-paced for her to be able to get her cleat on there and get some nice control. But again, Fong doing a nice job recognizing the early attack and off of her line. 38 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in this first half. Seattle U has 2 shots, with one of those shots on goal. 0-0 the score. And if you're just tuning in with us, this is Steph Hirsch live on the WAC Digital Network as Seattle U in the all-white kits currently pressing inside the offensive third of the New Mexico Aggies defensive third. Throw in for Seattle U. A good job defensively for the Aggies from Emma Smith to keep that ball outside. Aggies not able to control that and keep the ball on the ground. We've seen a little bit of that today already. Putting the ball on the ground and getting it to play is going to be the best friends for the Aggies today, especially against a Seattle U team who has had wonderful control all season long. Good play out of the back from Seattle U. Allow them to reset and regain the pace that they want to play. Ball's played back. Cleared out wide. Good find from Adam. Nice little move on the far side. Seattle U continues to press. At the helm of that is Ovanel. Ovanel up top. Ball played in the middle of the field. A good pickup on the attack from Crosby. Crosby turns. Passes up top. One-on-one situation averted, and a great job in the back from Lisi Aviles for the New Mexico State Aggies. Throw in for Seattle U on the far side with 36 minutes and 43 seconds left to play in this first half. Throw in becomes a goal kick. Ball will roll on out. A throw in for Seattle U at midfield, and Seattle U just trying to get themselves in a nice position to be able to host the tournament here at Championship Field starting November 6th and ending November 10th. And as I had mentioned in the opener again the last time, they hosted a tournament. They won in 2014 and went to the NCAAs just like they did last year. Weren't able to get it against Stanford in the first round, but maybe they can get it against the Aggies tonight as they build up an offensive attack, but they are just not able to break through again into that defensive third. Throw in for Seattle U. Ball brought on down by Crosby. Crosby trying to regain possession, but the Aggies on it as the ball's played in the middle of the field, and an even better win from Gillings. She places the ball in the center, and nobody there to be able to kind of get themselves onto it, and that's the whole thing with the Aggies right now. They want to push Seattle U out as far wide as they possibly can to be able to create space in that midfield to clear the ball out, because they do know how dangerous Jessie Ray can be for the Redhawks. Wagaspak, the freshman goalkeeper, bringing that ball back in and picking it on up. Great recognition from her to be able to come off her line, get the ball, and read the play as it comes. 35 minutes left to go in this first half. Wagaspak. McDowell leaving it off for the Aggies, not able to get the play up. Seattle U taking advantage of the misplay in the midfield as they try to now stretch out the field. That's exactly what they want to do. Bowler brings it inside. A good find inside for Ray. Ray back out. Crosby just not able to get her cleats on that, but that's a good idea. Looking for the Seattle U offense, reading and understanding the pressure inside the middle of the field for the Aggies and getting themselves in a position where they could still gain possession, just like now. Bowler with the big throw. A nice header from Gonzalez. As Seattle U continues to press in the corner, Crosby, she crosses it. Looks to connect, but nobody there at the near post. A good job from Dimitri Fong again to be able to read that. The intended target appearing to be Jesse Ray, the senior from Portland, Oregon, who has 4 goals and 5 assists, the leading goal scorer right now. Played in 15 games with 14 starts last year and was second team all-WAC. Good header in the midfield. Seattle U regains possession again, and a nice little flick up to the top. A good connection to Manthai. Manthai's got a one-on-one, but an even better job defensively in the back for the Aggies to clear the ball out way. A nice little move from Leitner. Leitner with 2 shots in the last game. Can she try to get her team on an offensive attack? She draws the foul instead just outside of the 18. And that's a great job from Hannah Leitner, the freshman from Tucson, Arizona, who already has a goal this season for the Aggies, to be able to pull the defense out, use her muscle and her body to be able to draw the foul. And now the Aggies are setting up for the first set piece of the game with 33 minutes left to go in this first half. Ball's chipped in the middle. Scramble in the box, it's cleared out. Aggies still pressing, but a great job in the back from Ovanel to be able to clear it off, who got her 50th goal this year against number 4 ranked USC, then number 2. That was an exciting game here at Championship Field, a 3-2 overtime loss, but to a team that is one of the best in the nation as they try to keep their season going in a positive way right now, just outside the 18. A good job from Crosby. She tries to take on 2, but is not able to get the pass off. And this is what the Aggies are trying to do. They're going to try to have multiple defenders inside on these players that they know are going to have a big effect, such as Crosby, such as Manthai, such as Ray. Try to push them outside, try to make it harder for them to be able to be accurate on their shots. Fong's goal kick makes it just to midfield. Aggies bring it down. Martinez. Ball played out to Leitner. Leitner's ball brought back to Burton. O'Connor with the ball played back to her. The Eugene, Oregon native brings the ball up and over, tries to connect to the outside to Emma Smith, but is not able to. It'll be a goal kick for the Seattle U Redhawks with 31 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this first half. Seattle U has had 2 shots. 2, the Aggies 1, have maintained the most of the possession so far. But they are looking to score first. Ball played back up. A good connection up top. Fong off of her line. And what a good read from her to be high and up top. Recognizing that Seattle U is trying to slide that ball inside the middle of the field. The big boot from Fong, just over the midfield line to connect up top. A good find to Leitner, the freshman from Tucson, Arizona, moving the ball in the near side. She's met up in match time by Crosby. She continues to press. And a great job defensively for Seattle U. And Rachel Bowler to be able to come off her line and make that play as Seattle U now presses down into the offensive end of the field for them. A nice cut back from Manthai. Manthai, who had a goal in the last game, tries to slot it up top to Ray, but she's just not able to get it on her feet. Fong quickly releasing the ball, getting it out wide to Gregory. O'Connor. Ball eventually brought down now by Manthai. The Seattle U tries to regain possession and tries to dictate the tempo once more. Ball played back, a good find in Vogel, the senior from Centennial, Colorado. Hits that ball up onto the far side to Bernal. Check it, make it Bowler. Ball played in the middle of the field. Good find from Gillings back in, and that's exactly what Seattle U wants to do. Find the players that they know will have the most ability to attack. The header just over the top of the defense. Seattle U continuing to press. The ball's just outside of the 6-yard box. Seattle U outside the 18. And the ball eventually cleared away. A great job from Seattle U to try to get the Aggies off, defending off their toes in transition. Aggies going to try to strike back here, though, in the same way. Martinez with the ball is eventually taken away, and Seattle U with possession. Seattle U now with 4 goals in this game. 4 shots, excuse me. No goals have been scored. It is 0-0. Ball will roll on out. It'll be a throw-in for Seattle U. 28 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this first half. Bowler will have the throw-in on the near side. Cleared off the back line again. It'll be another throw-in for Bowler. Bowler, an important player in this club. 1 goal and 2 assists this season. Started in all 20 games last year. Was first team All-WAC and All-WAC academic team as well last year. Whistle's blown. Ball will be played back in possession for the Aggies. Offsides was the call. Annalise Pacheco will have the free kick for the Aggies, the sophomore from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, who missed most of the season last year with injury. A nice defensive tackle and stop from Ovenel as the possession goes right back into Seattle U. Crosby's ball, played inside to Ray. Ray looks up and takes space. She's met with 1 defender behind her. She muscles through. She takes the ball into space again, cuts it out with a shot, and it's going to be a save near post for Dimitri Fong. And that is what makes Jessie Ray so dangerous. It's not only her speed, but the athleticism for her to be able to muscle through different defenders in the backfield. A special player, too, 13 points, leading the team. Bowler's ball hit into Manthai, but Manthai is tackled from behind. An aggressive play from Pacheco, as it'll be a free kick for Seattle U, their first set piece of the match with 5 shots already on frame. Bowler will have the free kick as both teams set up just outside the 18. Ball is chipped in. Fong pushed out of the way. The header saved up by Dimitri Fong. The foul flag had been brought up. Nobody had appeared to have gained access from that except for New Mexico State, so it comes back to the Aggies. Seattle U with possession at the midfield. Crosby with the ball. She slots it in. A good find up top to Gillings. Gillings leaves the ball out for Manthai. Manthai not able to get her cleats on that. But instead picking it up will be Ovenel. Aggies with possession on the far side. Emma Smith with the ball. Puts a nice move on the midfield and continues to press. Seattle U gaining possession just outside the 18 now. Ball slotted up to Crosby. A good find diagonally. Brings the ball back. Finds Bowler. Bowler to Vogel. Vogel back to Bowler. Crosby's ball is played up top to Gillings. Gillings back to Ray. And a good stop in the back from Burton for the Aggies. Ball brought down by Gillings. Gillings' chip just goes over the top of the head of Manthai, but Manthai still gains possession of it just outside. She pulls a shot, and it's going to be saved, and a collapse dive again from Dimitri Fong. Fong called already for 3 saves in this game. But she is no stranger to large amounts of saves in the last game. She had 14 against Utah Valley. And then in the game before that, had 9 saves as well. As New Mexico tries to take advantage of it. But it's cleared off the back line by Seattle U. Aggies still pressing. With 24 minutes left to go. Aggies just outside the far near post. Good defensive stop in the back from Bowler, but it'll end up being a corner for the Aggies, and that's their first one of the first half. They've only been able to produce 1 shot on frame. But Kelly Burton, the defender, and the senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, trying to make it different for her team. Emma Smith ready for the corner. Both teams are set up inside the 18. Ball is launched in, and it's cleared off the back line. A great job from Seattle U to be able to recognize the play and clear it off the back line first time. Aggies still trying to figure it out. Seattle U's clearance goes, but it'll be a possession for the Aggies as they throw the ball in. Franklin on the throw. Stays the Aggies' way. Ovanel getting her body on it, but just not able to get the full possession of it. Ovanel with a second chance, clears it off the back line, tries to connect it up to Manthai, but is just not able to. However, it will be a deflection off the Aggies. It'll be a throw-in for Seattle U on the far side. Ovanel's ball in the middle to Gillings. Gillings looks inside, a good pass to Rothering. Gillings again. And a great defensive stop from the Aggies. Seattle U all over it, though. Ball played up to Ray. This could be a dangerous situation. And she's double-teamed, and that ball is cleared off the back line. A great job again from Annalise Pacheco, recognizing the play, recognizing the through ball for Ray, and is able to clear the ball off the back line. Ray trying to get her cleats onto the foot of the ball. Just not able to. Seattle U now backpedaling to defend. And a great job in pressure on the near side from Katie Martinez, the junior from Huntington Beach, California, for the Aggies to keep the ball alive. With 21 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in this first half. Throw in up. Cleared off the back line. New Mexico State gains possession. Shea O'Connor loses it. Back into the feet now of Seattle U as they continue to press off on the far side. Vogel takes the ball up. Tries to slot it up to Ray, but again, Ray is double-teamed. Whistle blown, foul called. Kelsey Vogel just getting a little too aggressive off the back push. Katie Martinez's foul will now turn into a possible free kick opportunity. Pacheco on the end of it. New Mexico State gathering themselves just outside of the 18. Seattle U trying to hold a tight line. They've only had 1 shot so far. The Aggies pressing now against the current tournament champions in the Seattle U Redhawks. A misplay by Madison Wagaspak. But Wagaspak still ends up with the ball and saves it as she's surrounded by defenders and forwards in the mess in the box. And that's a great job from Madison Wagaspak. she's continuously seen by pressure, finds a way to be able to grab the ball, and that's what good goalkeepers do. That'll be the second shot for the Aggies this half, with 19 minutes and 59 seconds left to go. Wagaspack clears the ball off the back line. Close call for Seattle U. Gillings not able to get her feet on the connection from the pass in the back from Ovenel. And the Aggies continue to press. As that ball will roll on out, it'll be a goal kick for Seattle U. And what the Aggies are trying to do, and what they're trying to do is they're going to be taking a diagonal ball and try to get those runs and move the Seattle U defense from side to side. It's going to be a really hard and difficult task for defenders like that to be able to stop it in transition. So for the Aggies to be able to continue to press Seattle U in this way has been quite positive and successful for them. With 19 minutes and 2 seconds left to go. Maddie Franklin with the throw-in for the Aggies. Ball's connected. Smith tries to cut it back, leaves it off. Seattle U again with a nice pickup in the back as they continue to press. Crosby with the ball. Brings it out to Ray. Ray has a player behind her, and she continues to press anyway. It's a 2v1 situation and a great clearance off of Kelly Burton from the quick transition. Seattle U will try to do that all game long. Have that high pressure in from the Aggies, take that little space that's behind them, and Ray to just slide herself in and possibly get a goal-scoring opportunity, just like now. The ball crossed in, nobody able to connect off the back line. Ball intended for Gabe Gillings, the sophomore from White Rock, Canada. Gillings. Ball played into Crosby. Crosby with the cutback. Looks up. Surveys the land and a great defensive stop. Coming in from Leitner. Leitner continuing to press, but Seattle U with just a little bit more muscle. They continue their offensive attack. Bowler. Cuts back. Looks up. Tries to create a cross. Continues the play. Great job and focus from her. The shot goes wide! But it's not going to go in, and it hits off the crossbar. There's complete pandemonium inside that 6-yard box. The Aggies are able to clear it away. What a dangerous possession. Seattle U continuing to press. 17 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in this first half. Ball played through. Gillings with it. And the flag is up. Offsides is called on Gillings. And the possession will go back to the Aggies. But what great pressure from Seattle on the near side to be able to draw more than two defenders to the cross, being able to create pandemonium. Dimitri Fong not able to get her defense aligned just the way that she wants it, and that's exactly what the Red Hawks want to do, frustrate that defense. But the Aggies right now with possession score 0-0 with 16 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. If you are just tuning in, the Aggies are coming from my broadcast right to left in the all-red kits. Seattle U is coming from my broadcast left to right in the all-white kits. Throw in for the Aggies, Maddie Franklin on it. Good header off the back line. Seattle U now with possession. Good bring down from Manthai as that ball is played up quickly up to Jessie Ray. She's got a one-on-one situation, now a 2v1 situation. She'll take the shot, and it just goes up and over from the parry of Dimitri Fong. But now it will be a corner kick because of that. A substitution is going to be made here early on for Seattle U. Coming in for Gabe Gillings is going to be Ava Benedetti. Benedetti comes into this game having a goal this season. She was first team 2 times for Central Catholic High School and played for the Portland Thorns Academy. Ball far post, it's headed off the back line. Aggies struggling to clear it off. Seattle U continuing to press, ball brought back down. Benedetti. Crosby uses her footwork, tries to chip it up and over, but not able to catch Dimitri Fong off her line and with just a little bit too much of power. With no goals to score for it on either side, Seattle U has had 11 shots in this game to 2 shots for the Aggies. So they've had the majority of the possession, just not have been able to capitalize on it. Ray plays the ball back, a good find to Benedetti. Benedetti takes it to the corner. And it'll end up being a goal kick off of the deflection from Seattle U as the pressure was coming in, and that's a great job in pulling the defenders out to the corner and containing it inside to be able to try to get a pass off in the near post, but nobody there to be able to really help the offense out in that respect. Dimitri Fong will have the goal kick with 14 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first half. Aggies regain possession. Ball now for Leitner. Leitner finds Martinez all alone. Martinez's shot way off the target and goes wide. That'll be the third shot for the Aggies. But the Aggies just not able to find those quality shots. And the one opportunity that they did have that possibly could have gotten Madison Wagispak in a little bit of a bundle, she was able to get herself into collapse dive onto it. A nice play from Manthai to be able to recognize the run. She takes the space instead. She uses her speed. Brings the ball in. A 1-2 play. Not able to capitalize, but instead it goes right on through after the deflection. A great job from Jessie Ray to be able to get the first goal of the game for the Seattle U Redhawks. Jessie Ray now with 5 goals and 5 assists on the season. She is the leading goal scorer for Seattle U Redhawks. But really showed why her stuff is the best stuff on this field for this team. She draws defenders to her, able to get herself around and muscles herself in for the ball off of the 1-2 play in from Manthai. Her and Manthai are a dangerous combination considering that they did the exact same thing last game except flip-flop. Jessie Ray assisted Liahi Manthai's goal in the last game. So between the two of them and their speed, they're able to read off each other very well. Seattle U now leads 1-0 with 13 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the first half. Good ball picked up by Bowler. Bowler passes the midfield line. Plays the ball inside. Good find to Rothering. Vogel brings the ball up now into the feet of Bowler. Bowler leaves it off for Ray. Ray with a goal already. Can they create another situation here? Ray's shot blocked. Blocked again. And will now be called a corner. And Jessie Ray has just been very aggressive on that end line. Not really letting a lot go and really holding the Aggie defense within the way that she wants to contain them. Michelle Adam, the defender from California, will come up to take the corner kick. She has 1 assist already this season. Brings the ball in the middle. A punch out. Good job from Dimitri Fong to get the ball outside. Seattle U continues to press just outside the 18. Ball back into the feet of Crosby. Crosby loses it in possession and in transition. Emma Smith picks the ball up for the Aggies. She looks up to try to connect it up top. Finds Leitner. Leitner takes the ball out wide. Tries to pull that space. Tries to make it hard for the defenders in transition to get her. She cuts inside. Ball played in the middle. Nobody able to pick it up. Aggies still pressing just outside the 18. The shot right easily into the hands of Madison Wagispak. But that's a great job from the Aggies to recognize that Seattle plays that high line. So if they're able to sneak in and find that space early in that transition, it'll be easier for them to be able to find goal-scoring opportunities. They've had 4 shots already on this game, although Seattle U has had 13. But a nice little flick on from Ray up top to try to connect it into Mo Nagel. Nagel with the ball. Leaves it off. As she is now in the game for Manthai. Fong collecting the deflection. Redhawks continuing to press. That ball cleared off the back line for Maddie Franklin. 2 more substitutions will be made for the Redhawks. As you can tell, that Julie Woodward is trying to get everybody an opportunity in this game to get some minutes and to get some time. Rakef Leisdottir in now, the Icelandic international, as well as Bailey Hall, who is just behind Jessie Ray in assists, 4 of those, and has 2 goals as well. They've brought 2 very, very dangerous players onto the field with 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in this first half. Aggies with possession after a whistle is blown and a foul called. New Mexico State with possession, loses it, brings it back into Seattle U's territory and into their possession as well. Ball played up top. Good find to Nagel. Aggies on the attack. Gonzalez. Not able to find the cross inside the 6-yard box. And instead, a substitution is going to come now for the Aggies. It appears number 10, Jody Hernandez, is coming in for number 7, Jess McDowell. Hernandez, the redshirt sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, redshirted also last year due to injury. But in 28, started 18 out of 19 games and was all-WAC transfer team. Kaiser with possession for the Aggies on the near side. A good find to Burton. Burton's ball played in the middle of the field finds Hernandez. Hernandez plays the ball back to Kaiser. Kaiser stretches the field. A good run on from Emma Smith, and that'll go wide. With 8 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in this first half, Seattle U leads 1-0 off of a goal scored by Jessie Ray, getting her 5th of the season. Seattle U with 13 shots to Aggies 4. Only have 1 goal to show for it. A nice defensive stop in the back. Continues the pressure for Seattle U as they want to continue their offensive attack up top. Benedetti brings the ball back. A good find to Ovenel. Ovenel up top. To Nagel. The Aggies double teamed in the back. Aviles able to eventually clear it though to the wide. 7 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this first half. A nice tackle in the middle of the field. Seattle U regains possession. But again, there's been a lot of air balls that have happened in this game. Not a lot of people bringing that ball down. A lot of people just trying to hit the ball up, find that space, and almost have somebody run onto it. If both of these teams are going to play a little bit more controlled, they're going to bring that ball down in the second half, attempt to try to look, survey the land, see other players that are making runs. It is hard to be able to keep possession of the ball if it's not on the ground. With 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Seattle U with the ball. Ovenel. Whistle blown, foul called. Shea O'Connor getting a little too aggressive as she pushes off the back of Ava Benedetti. Bowler will take the free kick for Seattle U with 6 minutes left to play in this first half. Ball's hit far post, the header. The clearance is not able to get off for the Aggies. Redhawks continuing to press. There's pandemonium inside the 6. And a whistle is blown and a penalty kick has been awarded to the Redhawks. Not exactly sure what happened in that play to have the penalty kick be ensued, but Seattle U has the opportunity here to take a 2-0 lead at half, possibly more, with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Referee deemed the opportunity a goal-scoring opportunity taken away. And it appears Holly Rothring, the senior from Mill Creek, Washington, who has 3 goals already this season, will take the opportunity. Redhawks this season have been 0-1 in PKs. Can Rothring change that? She takes a breath. The shot, a goal scored for the Redhawks. With 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go, Rothering putting that ball away and giving them an extra assurance goal going into half, potentially more as the shots continue to pile up for Seattle U. 16-4 right now in this first half. Complete dominance, just not able to put every single possession and every single shot that they've had away. Clearance off the back line for the Aggies as they continue to press. Leitner has to have something happen here with her team, and she's going to try to do it within the last 5 minutes of the game. Sometimes the most important plays happen here because fitness starts to fatigue the first 5 minutes of every half and the last 5 minutes of every half. And another foul called just outside the 18. It'll be in favor of the Aggies. Jody Hernandez appearing to have possession of the free kick. Madison Wagaspack this season has had 4 shutouts, trying to preserve that shutout at the half. As a set play is called, the flag is up though, and the Aggies are offsides. A well-designed play to bring one of the outside midfielders in to try to get a ball inside of the cross, off of the cross, but is just not able to recognize her spatial positioning. With 4 minutes and 48 seconds left to play in this first half, ball's cleared off the back line for Seattle U as they regain possession. Aggies take advantage of the second ball opportunity. Leitner moves inside. She draws 2 defenders out with her, and an amazing job in the back from Bowler to contain the offensive attack to the outside. It'll be a corner kick, though, for the Aggies. Hernandez at the corner, looking to take the goal kick. Emma Smith just next to her, too. Hernandez's kick inside the middle. It's cleared off the back line. Seattle U trying to continue to press itself away and get the ball out of danger. They come up with the ball, and now coming outside of the far side will be Nagel. Nagel with it. Leaves the ball back. And Seattle U using the space of the field, the width of the field, with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left as they have a 2-0 lead right now. Vogel tries to connect and slot the ball up top to Hall. Not able to. She'll try Rothring instead. Ovanel's ball played outside. Seattle U just outside the 18-yard box now. Crosses in, trying to connect it inside. No one there to really get their bodies onto it. The Aggies clear it off the back line, and they regain possession just outside the 18. Hernandez with the ball. Plays it up. Good find to Martinez. Martinez not able to do anything with it. It'll go back to Gonzalez. Hernandez now. A little bit of a mispass ends up into the feet of the Redhawks. Coming down the line now is Hall. Hall slots the ball up, tries to connect it to Leasdottir. And Leasdottir just not able to connect it into the goal with Dimitri Fong coming off her line and recognizing the high pressure. With 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, in this first half. Seattle U lead 2-0 with goals from Jesse Ray and Rothring. Two more substitutions will be made before the half is over, with 1:57 left to go. Coming onto the field now is going to be Alexa Barrera. And Andrea Ridgely as well comes on for the Aggies. Throw in for Seattle U on the far side. 1:29 left to go in the first half. Seattle U now pressed just outside the 18. Ball left off up top. A good find to Rothring. Rothring back. The shot blocked defensively. It'll be a goal kick for Dimitri Fong with a minute left to go in this first half. Seattle U with the lead 2-0 now. 17 shots on frame. To New Mexico Aggies 6. Redhawks all-time against the Aggies are 9-1-0. Trying to make it 10-1-0 tonight. Aggies trying to rewrite history as they come down. Offensively, they are on the attack now. Hernandez with the ball. Takes it all the way to the end line, but it's going to come out, and it'll be a goal kick for Madison Wagaspak with 22 seconds left. Wagaspak leaves it off for Vogel to take with 10 seconds winding down. And that will end the half for the Seattle U Redhawks as they come out on top 2-0 in this first half. Had 17 shots to the Aggies 6. Showed that they had the possession that they really wanted. First goal coming in from Jesse Ray. Welcome back inside Championship Field, where we've just gotten underway. Seattle U currently leads 2-0 off of goals in the 31st minute from Jesse Ray with the assist from Yahi Manthai. It was a one-on-one situation, and Holly Rothering with a penalty kick in the 39th minute as well. We're going to get you right into the action. Seattle U trying to clear off their back line. And where the Aggies have been successful in trying to break Seattle's back line is within fouls. The Aggies are recognizing that when Seattle U brings their pressure all the way up, that there is that space, they're going to try to attack on in transition and try to force those fouls just outside the 18. They forced 5 fouls from the Redhawks, Aggies only with 2, but Seattle U still leads. Clearance off the back line, a good job from Pacheco. Header down. Seattle U in the middle of the field now with the ball and in possession. Ovanel brings the ball back, finds Gillings. Gillings spreads the field out far and wide, and a good connection out wide to Bowler. Ball back into Crosby. Crosby back to Bowler. Bowler outside, and a good defensive stop by Barrera to try to take away the momentum. And now the Aggies will take space with that opportunity. Katie Martinez with the ball outside. She's an attacking defender, and she takes a foul in the double teaming up just outside the 18. And that's what's exactly been happening this entire game for the Aggies. They have had opportunity after opportunity in terms of free kicks, but have just not been able to put it in the back of the net. Wagaspak has had 4 shutouts this season, looking to gain her 5th at home tonight, but has to be able to uphold these fouls that her defense isn't able to get set as they come into transition. Free kick is taken. Header over the top. It hits the crossbar. Aggies still have some opportunity here, but it is cleared off the back line. A great job from Gillings to be able to get it out. And now Seattle U with momentum here gets the ball off quickly. A good press up top to Crosby, but Crosby not able to bring the ball down. Header off. Ball back inside. Rothering scored a penalty kick last half as that ball's played out. Stretched out. Finds Bowler. Bowler on a one-on-one situation with Pacheco. She brings the ball up at the top of the 18. A shot and a goal! Scored! By number 5, Gillings. I'm going to make a correction here. Check that. It was Kelsey Crosby on the goal, just outside that 18. And that's a great job from Seattle U. Able to get herself outside, gets the ball at the top of the 18, and man, she draws all the defenders away from her. As we take a look right here, just to double check what the goal scorer looks like on our end. And Crosby hits a gnarly shot up to the top of the upper 90. Seattle U now leads with 3-0 here with 3 different goal scorers, but that really isn't such a coincidence as this team has 13 different goal scorers as the Aggies try to kind of make their presence known just outside the 18. They've had 13 different goal scorers for the Seattle U Redhawks this season. That makes them the second best in the country at that. The only 2 teams doing it better are Iowa and Louisiana Tech with 14 different goal scorers in the NCAA. Throw in for Seattle U. Leet will have it. She tosses it up, and a really good defensive stop from Maddie Franklin to be able to get her foot on that and hit the ball out. Be a throw in for Seattle U. Leet's toss goes all the way up to Manthai. Manthai's ball not able to connect completely to Ray, but Ray having a dangerous opportunity near post. And those two have fantastic chemistry up top. Already in this game, Manthai has been able to connect to Ray up top for a goal. And in the last game that they played against Cal State Bakersfield, it was the opposite way around. A nice pickup in the middle of the field. Manthai has space. She looks to shoot, and it is going to be blocked by the defense and right into the hands of Dimitri Fong. A great job from Fong, getting off of her line, recognizing again that high pressure, and getting the ball first time. Dimitri Fong has been very good at that all season long, being able to read that and recognize the pace of the ball as it comes in. Seattle U up 3-0 in this second half as they try to make it more here. Ball coming out the far side, the shot, and a goal scored for Leahi Manthai, the junior from Gig Harbor, Washington, make that 4 goals for her on the season. And for Manthai, for her, this has been such a phenomenal season. Just in general, last year she played in 16 matches, had 15 starts, and had 5 goals and 3 assists. She's already just about to make it to 1 more away from reaching her high for this team. Ball played out. It'll be a throw-in for the Aggies. Seattle U looking a little confused there as they thought it deflected off the Aggies, but the other way around. Good defensive play in the middle of the field. Gillings leaves the ball out. A good find to Ovenel, but Ovenel is met by 2 defenders, and you can just see how high the Aggies are pulled right now to try to put pressure on this Seattle U midfield and defense. The switch has been ensued. Vogel with the ball on the out wide. Ball played up, finds Ray. Ray's got a 1v1 situation. She gets past one. She looks up, tries to cross it in, and a save near post from Dimitri Fong. And for Fong, it is a must-do. When she comes out and makes that near post save, she has to get it, otherwise she's caught in no man's land. She's able to collect that safely into her arms and puts the ball back in play now for the Aggies. She's had already 5 saves in the first half. Add 2 more already. She's got 7. Ball is still in play. It now is just about out as it goes back into the favor of New Mexico State. With 38 minutes left to go in the second half, Seattle U up 4-0. Ball played up, connected all the way up to Jessie Ray, but Ray not able to get herself onto it. The Aggies continue to have possession in the midfield. Good defensive play from Ridgely. Ridgely out wide, finds Barrera. Barrera plays inside, connects again to Ridgely. Nice steal in the middle of the field, and Ray has some open space. She has a 1v1 situation. She breaks free again, tries to create a cross situation, and it is just going to hit the outside of the near post, the netting of that. And Ray, again, just so dangerous, able to find that space, turn the Jets on, and break through to the back line. She is a real danger, and with Manthai having the same amount of speed as her, heading towards the goal, they really do make a dangerous duo here. With 36 minutes and 53 seconds left to go, Seattle U with 23 shots in this game. So the Aggies 9 lead 4-0. With the most recent goal coming from Leahi Manthai. Ovenel plays the ball back. Tries to regain it. Gillings there to catch the fall. She brings the ball back, connects to Adam. Adam takes space. And if you're just tuning in with us, this is Steph Hirsch live here on the WAC Digital Network as the Aggies are coming from my broadcast now left to right in the all-red kits, and Seattle U is coming from my broadcast right to left in the all-white kits. Redhawks defense trying to set their own pace, spread the field out a little bit more, make some more room for some more runs. Ball played in the middle of the field. On that, Ovenel, who got her 50th goal against USC this year, not able to connect it. And Ray brought down in the box, no foul called. Gillings trying to connect with the ball, not able to. A good job from the Aggies defense to get it off the back line. Ovenel back out to Rothering. Now to Vogel. Vogel's cross in, trying to catch the diagonal ball. Jessie Ray's header just going wide. A good thought from both of them to be able to try to catch the Aggies in transition. With 35 minutes left to play in the second half, Seattle U up 4-0. Whistle blown, foul called. An aggressive play from Katie Martinez, who has been very, very athletic in the back with the Aggies. Loses possession for them. Bowler with the free kick just inside the midfield line. She places the ball just at the 18. It is headed off the back line by the Aggies. A good pickup in the middle of the field from Gonzalez, and Gonzalez is met with pressure immediately on the near side. Brought back into the possession for Seattle U. Vogel with the ball now in the middle. She looks up. Goes up top, trying to connect to Bowler. Bowler not able to see that and read that ball as well. Aggies now with possession on the far side. throw-in for Seattle U. Bowler will have the throw. Started in 20 games last season, had 3 goals, 1 assist, and one of those goals being against New Mexico State. It'll be a throw-in for Seattle U out wide with 33 minutes left to go in this second half. A nice cutback from Crosby, but she's met up with pressure, and it's very hard as a forward to create space like that. Manthai not having any trouble, and she puts the ball away for her second goal of the game. A great job from Leahi Manthai. Again, just looking up, seeing that space and saying, you know what, I'm just going to take the ball and rip it just outside the 18. What a fantastic job from Leahi Manthai. And now Manthai and Ray are tied for the most goals on the team, both having 5. Jessie Ray still leads with 13 points, though, as she has an assist from last week and 4 more of those throughout the year. Seattle U now leads 5-0. 4 different goal scorers, really showing the eclecticness of their offense and what they can bring from the WAC conference into possible NCAA play as they look to get themselves back into the championship tournament. Aggies pressing. Good find to Ridgely. Ridgely looks up, tries to connect it up top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez not able to get on it. A great job defensively from the Redhawks to be able to get themselves back. Gillings uses her fitness in the midfield, helps the defense out. The clearance is into the middle of the field, right into the feet of McDowell, the senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico. She tries to bring it in, but again is met up with pressure in the midfield. That's a great job from the defense for the Redhawks. Bowler hits this ball all the way up to Jessie Ray, who's left alone. She flicks the ball back behind. She finds space for herself. She takes a shot, and it'll go wide again. But Jessie Ray showing her athleticism, her creativity, trying to catch Dimitri Fong off guard because she does know how good Dimitri Fong is. Fong has had 5 saves so far in this game, ballooned to 7 in the second half. Ray's shot goes wide, but you can see why this team has so many different goal scorers, because they take opportunities and chances outside of that 18 that really make it super hard for teams to predict who's it going to be. But Jessie Ray really showing her stuff tonight, really showing why she is one of the best players in the WAC conference. Aggies with the ball. Ridgely leaves it out to the near side. Gonzalez has a one-on-one situation with Leet. Gonzalez loses the ball, and it's cleared off the back line from Seattle U. It'll go on out, and it'll be a throw-in for New Mexico State. The last time these two teams met up, Seattle U defeated New Mexico State 4-0 in New Mexico. Today they have exceeded that by 1 more goal, and we still have about 30 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in this second half, with 28 shots already put on frame for Seattle U. A commanding performance for sure from the back line as well, as that's cleared off. New Mexico State still pressing. A good find from Franklin, but it's going to be taken away in the midfield. Not a good pass as the Aggies continue to press. They take advantage. Bowler doing a nice job recognizing that the ball was hit with just a little bit too much juice. It'll be a goal kick for Wagaspack. Wagaspack will leave it for Vogel. Happened in the first half too. Vogel's boot hits it all the way up. It's cleared right back into the defensive third of Seattle U. Aggies on the attack. McDowell controls the ball, brings it outside. A good find for Gonzalez. One of the last goal scorers for the Aggies as they continue to press now. Emma Smith chips it up into the 6-yard box. It's headed away. Hernandez with an opportunity up top, but it is cleared off the back line off the header from Bowler. Shot coming in from far, and Wagaspak having to come in and get her second save of the game. She hasn't really seen a lot of games, or hasn't really seen a lot of action in this game, but boy, when she was called to the test in the first half, she had a lot to do in terms of all of the free kicks that were happening inside that 6-yard box, and her play has helped the offensive attack grow for the Seattle U Redhawks as they continue to press into the defensive third of New Mexico State. Coming in now for Gabe Gillings for the Seattle U Redhawks is Ava Benedetti as these substitutions are being made. Aggies have also made a substitution as well. 28 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Redhawks up 5-0. Fong with the goal kick. Good clearance upward, nobody to connect it to. Seattle U will have possession, but with pressure quickly attacking on them. A foul will be called on number 17, Ellie Gonzalez, who's just trying to get her offensive team going, but seems to be a little bit frustrated in that back line as the Seattle U defense really doing a nice job containing the ball when it comes in and how the transition is coming in as well. Ball played up top. Ray with it. She passes the ball into the 6-yard box. Nobody there to collect it. It'll instead ricochet off the foot of Pacheco, and it'll be a corner kick for the Redhawks. This will be the third corner kick of the game for Seattle U. 27 minutes left to go in this second half. Benedetti will have the kick. She places it into the center of the box. The header is going to force a save, parried out to the near post. Seattle U continues to press outside the box. Numbers are in. Benedetti, her ball is headed off and cleared away from Martinez. Redhawks playing a high line, though, continuing the pressure inside the defensive third. Seattle U now regains possession at midfield. Ovanel brings the ball back, finds Adam. Adam back to Ovanel. Vogel hits the ball up, trying to connect it up to Ray. And a whistle blown, another foul called, as it'll be a free kick for Seattle U. New Mexico State getting just a little bit chippy as they're continuing to try to frustrate the defense, but they've got to be careful of the amount of fouls they give with 25 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. Header skims off the top of Rothering. Rothering not able to connect it, and it is going to go out for a goal kick. But a great job from Ava Benedetti recognizing the play, getting the ball in the corner, and forcing more offensive pressure against this Aggie defense for the Redhawks with 25 minutes and 26 seconds left to play. Goal kick taken by Fong. Header off the back line. A nice spin and turn from Jody Hernandez. Looked over her shoulder. A good find up top. Finds Leitner. Leitner getting past two and using her speed, hoping that somebody might be in the middle of the box for her, and a great header off the back line from Kelsey Vogel to keep it out of harm's way for the Redhawks. Aggies continuing to press. Hannah Rivera with the ball. She's got numbers in the box, but she's not able to keep control of it, and that's a great double team at the end line for the Redhawks as another substitution will be made for both teams. Mo Nagel now in for the Redhawks. And Sarah Trent now in for the Aggies. Hernandez getting up on that vertical. Although she is 5 foot, she's able to get herself into those positions and clear the ball off the back line. Hernandez again heads the ball down, brings it out to Trent. Trent leaves it out. Gonzalez. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez out to McDowell, but an even better tackle in the midfield from Crosby to read the play. And what a smart play by the Redhawks to do that. Crosby reading the run, being able to get possession right back into the feet of her team. Ray taking advantage of the opportunity. She's got time. She takes space. She beats another. She beats another. She's got 2 down. She takes a shot and it goes up top over the crossbar, trying to hit the sweet spot in the upper 90. Another substitution is going to be made for the Redhawks. Kelsey Eagle now comes into the game. The junior from Anchorage, Alaska, appeared in 15 games last year with 2 starts. Had a goal versus Chicago State. And in 2017 for the club had 2 goals as well. Dangerous player, able to give some more dynamic depth to the offensive attack for the Redhawks. 23 minutes left to play in this second half. And the Redhawks back on the attack. Ball played to Benedetti. To Bowler. Bowler cuts in. She finds space. Looks to connect on the cross. Nobody there in the near post. And that ball will roll on out for a goal kick off of the feet of Mo Nagel. And Mo Nagel getting the tying goal against Kansas City on October 6th. Scored her first collegiate goal and became the 13th different goal scorer this season for the Redhawks, which I have mentioned before. One of the best stats in the NCAA with that. Great moves from Crosby, but not able to connect it up top to Eagle as that ball is headed out. Head coach for New Mexico State, Rob Bartz, in his second season, calling out to his team to get set and get ready up top. Bartz is the 4th coach in program history, spent 12 years as an assistant at his alma mater, the University of Portland, and won the 2005 national championship with the women's program there, trying to build something special with the Aggies. They are on an 8-game losing streak, but the last 3 games they played were decided by just a goal. So you can see that the youth in this team, that is mostly comprised of 15 freshmen and sophomore, are really trying to figure out their groove in the WAC conference. Gonzalez has a 2v1 situation, forces Wagaspak to make the big save. Parries it up and over the top of the crossbar, and it's going to be a corner kick. And that's the best chance of the game for New Mexico State. Ellie Gonzalez, a dangerous player. She's had 1 goal this season with 2 assists. She's a transfer from Phoenix College, where she was a JUCO national semifinalist, as the Aggies look to take advantage of her skill as they set up for the corner here, numbers in the box. 20 minutes and 42 seconds left to play in the second half. Header off the back line, a good job from the defense. Gonzalez lays it back out, but the pressure from Seattle U proving just to be a little bit too much. An excellent job in the back from Eagle to be able to produce that stop. Gina Leet and Bailey Hall now in the game for the Redhawks. 5-0 the score. Redhawks have had 30 shots. Have been able to produce 5 goals off of that. And continue to show why they are the #1 team in the WAC with 80 shots prior to this game adding 30 to that, well, it's got a lot more. Ball played back. Seattle U defense met with pressure initially. The high pressure difference in change for the Aggies. Seem to have a higher tempo and want to dictate the pace as such. They're just not able to have the ball control in the middle of the field. Proving me wrong, though, as they continue to press on the offensive end. Coming into the attack is Leitner. Leitner really causing some havoc in the back, but Gina Leet able to take the ball, take lead around it, bring it in for a goal kick. Vogel will have it. 18 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in this second half. Seattle U lead 5-0. If you're just tuning in with us, this is Steph Hirsch live here on the WAC Digital Network. Seattle U is coming from my broadcast right to left in the all-white kits. New Mexico State coming from my broadcast left to right in the red and black kits. Whistle blown, foul will call it. A little bit of aggression in the middle of the field between Ovanell and Andrea Ridley. It's getting a little finicky there. Referee trying to cool the game down a little bit. The Aggies are frustrated that they haven't been able to break through the back line. Good header as the Redhawks continue to press. Ball played out wide. Leet chips the ball in at the top of the 18, cleared away. Ovanell meets with pressure, not able to get it away. The Aggies continuing to press. Ball passed off. Smith back inside to Hernandez. Hernandez looks up, plays the ball backwards to Pacheco. Pacheco is forced to clear with the pressure that's coming in. A nice step in from Trent. Trent back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez. It's a 1v3 situation. And a great job off the back line from Benedetti to give the goal kick. Some more substitutions coming in for the Redhawks. Michaela Morey and Emily Hartson now into the game. Hartson, a freshman from Scottsdale, Arizona. Morey, a junior from Port Orchard, Washington. 17 minutes left to go in this second half. 5-0 the score. 4 different goal scorers for Seattle U. If they can hold on to the lead, it'll be their second win in a row. The last win being here on Thursday night against Cal State Bakersfield. Head coach Julie Woodward receiving her 300th win on Thursday night in her 23rd season at the helm of the program. Pacheco plays the ball back. A good find to Fong. Fong out. Finds Williamson. McDowell. Left off. Redhawks regain possession with 16 minutes left to go in the second half. And the Aggies trying to make their presence known as well, getting themselves off the back line and keeping possession. Kylie Cox comes in now for the Aggies. The senior from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Played in 10 games last season. Totaled 96 minutes. Saw action in 4 games in 2017 as well for the Aggies. Bart's putting her in, possibly being the difference maker tonight for them. With 15 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the second half. New Mexico looks for their first goal of the game. New Mexico State looks for their first goal of the game. Cleared off the back line. Hernandez with the ball just outside the 18. Ball bounces off. Aggies still in possession. Ball headed away by 4 different players on the Red Hawk roster. As it goes right back into the feet and possession of the Aggies. That's why the ball needs to be brought down, possessed, and put forward. It's hard to possess the ball when it continuously goes in the air, but the Redhawks have been doing a really good job of recognizing that tonight But with new players in and trying to get a feel and chemistry for the game, Woodward is also trying to set her team up for success in the future. So everybody's trying to work off different players right now as they're coming off the bench. Lots of substitutions happening. Ovanel back out, finds Benedetti. Benedetti takes space in the center of the field, leaves it. Connects inside to Rothering. Rothering out to Leet. Leet 1v1 with Leitner, decides to kick it on back. And the Aggies clear it off the back line. It'll still be in possession with Seattle U, as another substitution is going to be made. Coming in for Ovanel is going to be number 21, Sibel Rojas, the sophomore from Miracosta, California. Appeared in 17 matches last season, had 2 assists, and played in the first round of the NCAA tournament last year versus Stanford. And in that game, of course, Red Hawks going down 3-0, but really holding their own and able to keep the game within that possessive trait. 13 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this second half. Benedetti met up with pressure initially from Emma Smith, and a whistle is going to be blown, and a foul called, and a yellow card pulled out on Emma Smith. And that is what I was saying earlier. The Aggies really have to be careful, particularly as this game winds on down with the amount of fouls that they are willing to give. But as we get closer and closer to the end of this game, mental fatigue, physical fatigue happens in these games. And a team like Seattle U, who's already up 5-0, will take advantage of that. Rothering with the free kick at the helm of it. Numbers in the box for her, for Seattle. The shot, and it's going to be picked up by Dimitri Fong, who was muscled through traffic to be able to pick that one up. Fong collecting her 8th save of the night. Hall leaves it away for Rojas. Rojas back out. Leet with the ball. She's met up with 2 Aggie defenders as they force another goal kick. A substitution is going to be made here for goalkeeper Madison Wagaspak, the freshman, going to be leaving the game. Mackenzie Curry, the senior from Irvine, California, going to come in and get some minutes as well. She's had 81 minutes this season, has had a 50% saves percentage, has only allowed 3 goals against her, forcing only to have to make 3 saves. She played in 7 matches last season, totaling 324 minutes, and helped Seattle U win the 2016 WAC championship. Good pressure in the midfield. With 11 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the second half. A nice defensive play in the midfield for the Aggies. Emma Smith trying to chip it up and over, but an even better job from the Seattle U offense to be able to contain the pressure. Ball played in the middle of the field for Rojas. Rojas' shot is going to be parried away off the hands of Dimitri Fong off the wide post. What an excellent read by Fong to be able to catch the ball in transition. She gets her feet set just in time as she's moving and is able to get a hand on it. That is very difficult for a goalkeeper who's moving from one place to another to get their feet set. She is putting on a clinical show tonight. Fantastic job from Fong. Mukagawa now in. Benedetti with the corner. Headed away. New Mexico able to clear it off the back line. Benedetti continues to press. She finds space, crosses into the middle of the box. Nobody able to get onto the end of it. Redhawks continue to press. Ball played right back into the feet of Laboda. As that ball will roll on away in another offensive attempt with about 10 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this second half. Seattle U up 5-0. Two of those goals being scored before at half. 3 of those goals being scored in the second half. Seattle U with the throw-in. Laboda's throw, a little too strong. It'll be another goal kick for Dimitri Fong. Next game that the Red Hawks will play will be at Grand Canyon University on October 18th at 7 p.m. Pacific time on Friday. And what makes that interesting right now is that Grand Canyon is currently the number 3 team ranked in the WAC. Seattle U's 2. It's going to be a good game right here on the WAC Digital Network. You don't want to miss it. Aggies still trying to make some improvements on their own in this game. Leitner using her speed, just not able to keep control of it. Substitutions also going to be made now for the Aggies. Amanda Aleman coming in, the freshman from Chino Hills, California, guided Chino Hills High School to 3 consecutive CIF quarterfinals and led the squad to a D1 Baseline League Championships final as well. Ball cleared off the back line, headed up. Seattle U trying to push the pressure up. Aggie still continuing to press. Emma Smith on the near side. Leaves it. Finds Cox. Cox trying to get it back off to Smith, but Seattle U able to read the play, and now are on a quick attack. Ball slotted up, connects to Benedetti. Benedetti trying to get one of her own, and a smother and a save from Dimitri Fong on the near side. She gets a quick throw out, finds Smith. 8 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this second half. Ball brought down. Good find to Rojas. Rojas looks up, plays the ball back. Hartson out to Hall. Hall cuts back. With 8 minutes left to go, if the score remains the way that it does, the Aggies will go to their 9th straight loss, heading into their next game at noon next Friday versus Cal State Bakersfield, October 18th, also going to be here on the WAC Digital Network. A quick play almost turns into a goal for Kelsey Eagle as more substitutions are being made off the Seattle U bench. 7 minutes and 38 seconds. The clock has also been stopped as injury on the field with Maddie Franklin in the back. Franklin, a freshman from Bakersfield, California, was a National Cup finalist with South Valley Soccer Club. The team captain in that venture as well, helped Frontier High School to a second-place finish in league play. 3 goals and 5 assists. And she's just a freshman. This is a very young New Mexico team, as I've been saying this entire broadcast. And what makes this interesting, difficult, but also exciting is that you can see the pieces of the puzzle coming together for them, the chemistry that they want to build, but they are just not able to have those fully formed ideas come into fruition. And for them, this is going to be another game where they can learn and take away different things from a Seattle U team that has won lots of championships in the WAC, both regular and championship play. And for Rob Bartz in his second season as the head coach, he's going to learn how the WAC conference kind of folds itself out too. As Dimitri Fong has a goal kick. Clock is still stopped right now at 7 minutes and 38 seconds. And if we look at the WAC standings the way that they are right now, California Baptist currently is at the top of that. Seattle U just below them. Grand Canyon, the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, Utah Valley, CSU Bakersfield, Kansas City, New Mexico State, and then Chicago State in last. The WAC conference is going to get more and more competitive as it gets closer to November 6th. For Seattle U, they're going to have to prove themselves against Grand Canyon very soon. They've already faced Chicago State, had a win against them, tied Kansas City, who were the regular season champions last year. 6 minutes and 58 seconds left to go. The clock is now running down. Whistle blown, foul called. A chippy little play from Corey Kaiser. Looked out of frustration. Hit off the back of her elbow. Forces a Seattle U free kick just inside the midfield line with 6 minutes and 36 seconds left to go. Kick taken by Maury. A good clearance off the back line for the Aggies as they continue to press. Leitner, with her lightning fast speed, continues to press up top. Good defense in the back for the Redhawks. Forces the ball to be played back. Hartson containing the ball and ripping the offensive attack away from the Aggies with about 6 minutes left to go in this second half. Whistle blown. Foul called in the middle of the field. Possession goes in favor of the Aggies here. And they have an opportunity, as they've had 11 shots today, to be able to convert on one of them here. Good find to Leitner. Leitner's immediately met up with pressure. A great read for Mukagawa. Mukagawa getting a little too aggressive and a little chippy as well. It'll be another free kick for the Aggies. With 5 minutes left to go. Different players in for Seattle U than the original starting lineup. Woodward really trying to get her team ready for the rest of this conference play. Ball's headed in, and it's headed off the back line. A great job from none other than Michaela Maury. What a substitution for her. She was met with pressure as well, so it'll be a foul just outside the 6. Mackenzie Curry will have the free kick with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to play. Curry's kick all the way up the middle of the field, but it's headed off. Ball chipped up in the middle. Aleman tries to leave it for Trent, but is met with a flock of Redhawks. Aggies continue to try to create offensive attacks. And a nice pickup by Benedetti. Benedetti trying to possibly have a one-on-one situation. Great job defensively from the Aggies. Benedetti gets a one-off play, but Dimitri gets her hand down on it. Able to parry that ball wide. But look at the pressure. The difference makers for the Redhawks. All of these players off of the bench is trying to get a piece of the action. And although it was hit off of Dimitri, it'll be eventually a hit and deflection off of the Redhawks. Goal kick with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left to play in the second half. 5-0 the score right now. Leitner out wide. Plays the ball back to Burton. Burton's ball's hit up. And a great step defensively in the backfield for Hartson. Whistle blown. Foul called at midfield on Rojas. It'll be Aggie ball as the Aggies push numbers up with about 3 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the second half. Ball's chipped in, headed off the back line. Leitner trying to get a hard shot off, not able to. Aggies continuing to press. Curry off of her line, caught a little bit in no man's land, wasn't able to be comfortable enough to come out to get it, but the defense able to clear it away as they continue to try to get the Aggies out of their defensive third. Leitner finds space, connects inside. Curry comes off her line again, but it's deflected off of the feet of Hartson. Hartson trying to keep the ball away and is eventually cleared out by the Redhawks. Leitner with the ball, tries to cut back. A little miscommunication between her and Pacheco. Ends up okay with a throw-in for them inside of the Red Hawks half with about 2 minutes left to go. Another throw-in for the Aggies. Leitner leaves it off. Connects to Rivera. Rivera will throw it in. As that ball rolls on out, it'll deflect off the Red Hawks for a corner. This will be the Aggies' third corner of the game. The minute 21 left to go. The clock will continue to wind on down. Emma Smith will raise her hand, kick the ball into the middle of the box. It's headed away by the Red Hawk defense and cleared off the back line. A great job from Hartson again, really proving herself. Under a minute now from the Red Hawks getting their second win in a row, as they look to continue their slate onto another championship run, possibly in the tournament, possibly to try to gain another regular season title. Since 2013, Seattle U has won 4 WAC season titles, 4 championships, and have 4 NCAA appearances. And the last time they hosted a tournament here for the WAC tournament, they not only won, but they advanced to the NCAAs, played UCLA. And that's just a great opportunity for the WAC to be able to show how great of a league it is for soccer. Fong's goal kick into the middle of the field with under 10 seconds left to go. The Red Hawks appear to have clinched another victory in their hopes to gain the top spot in the WAC conference. And there has just been a phenomenal play, but there's been one player here for Seattle U that has done it best. And that would be Leahi Manthai. She's got 2 goals on the games this season.